We are
Now in session.
Hello, Sabaydi, everybody. Good evening. It's your boy L.O. Kulaki. I'm with my boy Tobe and my boy Charles. Let's get it, man. We have before we begin, let's take a moment to give a shout out to Still Here. I got his shirt on. Thank you so much, Jose. Definitely he'll be on our podcast soon. I appreciate that. I want to give him a shout out. And also shout out to Bo's Fusion Kitchen for hooking us up with some spring roll appetizer.
Yep.
We appreciate that, brother. Continue working hard, man, and work on that craft. We appreciate the support today and hooking us up with some appetizer. Man, Charles, Toby, what do we have today?
What do we have, Charles, on this episode, on this session?
This session, it is backed by a popular request from our listeners talking about love language.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Language.
we had a listener telling us, hey, you guys need to go read the book. Not knowing that we wrote the damn book.
Yep, we wrote it from front to back to
Yes.
front, you know.
Man, you don't know how many times I read that Cliff Notes.
But maybe they looked at it like, these Asian guys over here, I bet you they don't even read.
Right? Dude,
Like, mind you, we read.
yeah, we don't even read the captions on Instagrams all the time, you know?
Yeah.
But
we
there was-
already know.
There was a few comments, right, on our last post that we did. What was the last post about again that we did?
We talked about passport bros, but you guys were arguing.
That was me and Toby,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Me and
yeah.
Toby were talking about. There's a few posts, and majority of the women who commented had their opinion.
Yes.
They had their opinion.
But the funny thing was, if you listen to the whole thing,
Yeah.
it wasn't even about on that.
it was about that.
It was like 2-minute clip that
Right.
you guys were arguing,
Yeah.
and we're like, "Oh shit, this is going off." But now, if you guys are looking, Lucky and Toby's on the same side. They're gonna try to go against me. So I'm like,
Really?
No.
No,
Yeah.
you crazy. Nah.
Oh, man.
I don't know about that, man. I remember one
You
of
gonna
the...
make him cry?
I make him cry. I remember one of the comments. I mean, one of the girls. I laughed. She says, "Well, you guys want all that. You guys want all skinny hip, big boob, big chest, right? Us girl want something too. We want the Gucci, the Bucci, all that."
Yeah.
It just
Wait.
rung to my ear like,
but the
man.
thing is, I don't know. Do guys really want the thin hips, big booty, big waist?
I think
all
it's
that?
preference.
preference.
You know, it's
some
preference,
guys do.
you know.
Some
Some people
guys do.
who was it? Some people like vanilla, some people like coconut, ice pineapple, some
Yeah.
people like mint and chip.
They
It's
have
just
the-
different,
They have
Yeah.
their preference, man.
But you know what? Let's get into our topic.
Let's do it.
Okay, so love language.
What
do
is
you-
the love language, Charles?
What is that?
Well, I mean, at least according to the books. According to the books,
There's
there's
how many?
5 of them. There's 5
5.
of them. There's touch. There's gift giving. There's quality time. There's taste?
Words
Words of
Affirmation.
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 And what's the
Right.
5th one?
Quality time.
I said that one.
You did a quality
Yeah,
time?
I did quality
okay,
time.
wait.
Gifts.
I said
No.
that.
Yeah,
So, okay,
gift.
let's do it again. Gifts,
Gifts,
quality time,
quality time.
touch,
What's
words
the
of
third one?
affirmation,
What's the third one?
touch,
Touch. Uh-huh.
words of affirmation. And what's the 5th
What's
one?
the 5th one?
Bro, come on. I
I
know.
know physical touch,
Physical touch.
gifts, words of affirmation, quality time, service.
Service, yes.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
come on.
Service.
The other one.
I know we Googled this before
Service.
we came on.
Service.
Service. That's
Man.
right. That's right.
So
So what is your love language, Charles?
I only have one. Is touch.
Is touch?
Yep.
So
It was
you,
it.
So you're
you
good with
feel love.
you're good with everybody touching you. You happy? You
No.
feel- Not everybody.
No, I don't like being touched.
Oh,
But you give
you
touch?
give touch.
Only for the people that like I'm comfortable with because it's my love language. I don't just go around touching people randomly, or I don't like people just touching me randomly. Like I don't really do hugs. Like I'll say hi, I'll do a handshake, fist bumps,
But
like
that's still touch.
yeah, but not
Minimal.
minimal.
Yeah.
Because we're in society, but then at the same time, like if I'm super close to you and I feel comfortable, then and I allow you guys to be in my bubble, and then touch. So to me, like touch is safe for important people. I don't just go around touching people unless I'm in certain settings where I need to, I don't know, like connect, and that's the way I connect is by touching. So like if I'm out networking and you see me hugging or shaking people's hand all the time, that's because that's the way I connect.
So that how you feel loved then is by touch?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So when
So you do like aggressive cuddling then?
oh dude, I love cuddling.
No, aggressive cuddling.
Wait, what is aggressive cuddling?
You know, aggressive cuddling when you're cuddling aggressively.
Oh yeah. Because to the other person, they feel like I'm suffocating them. To me, I'm just showing you love.
You show you love.
Like my kids, they hate hugging me because I'm always like hugging them, holding them, and they're like, "Get off me! I can't breathe."
Well,
But-
you know, I would be straight to you. I'm talking about fucking, okay?
Oh,
Like, what the hell?
No.
I thought you got it, right?
No,
I thought
no.
you got it, but no.
No. I prefer cuddling.
You prefer cuddling.
Yeah, I prefer cuddling. Like,
So
I'm
if you don't,
I'm a
if you don't-
cuddler.
If you don't get, say you don't like to be touched, but if your spouse touched you and she hasn't touched you in a long time,
Oh,
would
yeah.
you be upset?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I just want to make sure.
Yes.
So you do like touch then, Lord.
Yeah, like
yeah.
If I get the cuddle,
Yeah.
we could go sexless for a while.
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm a cuddler.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
Got you.
So what about you guys?
Toby.
I think for me, it's a little bit of everything. But if anything, it would be more like service.
Service.
Like if for me to feel love, it would be more like service for
Yeah.
me.
So you come home, house is clean.
Yeah.
Bathroom looks
House
smells
clean,
good.
Food cooked for me.
You're like,
you
oh,
know,
yeah,
like, you know that. Okay,
You like that.
I like it. You know, because that's how I show love too. Is by
Yeah.
service. You know, like I come. Oh, you need help with this? I would help. You know, I would go and say, okay, you need me to do this or that. I would do it.
So you go pump gas in the car.
Pump gas in the car.
rotate
You do the
tires.
oil change.
Yeah.
Yeah, oil change. I do all of that. You know,
You
service.
make sure the pipe is good.
Make sure the pipe is clean.
There's no leaks, no nothing.
No leaks, no nothing.
So that set
Make
the
sure
mood,
she's
huh?
happy. It set the
Set
mood.
the
bro.
mood.
So is that your number one, or do you have like top 2, top 3?
Well, you know, because me, like how I show, maybe number 2 for me would probably be touch. Like if I go, I'm a hugger too. So if I see somebody, hey, what's up? You know, show them affection like that. You know, so I am like more touchy.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's how I show it. You know.
Man, mine's just so identical to Toby. You know, mine's the service one's number 1. Number 2 is physical touch for me.
Yeah.
If I don't get touched, then I feel like I'm not being loved. If the house is dirty or food is not made, I'm like, man, dude, I get a headache, man. I leave the space and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go out to eat by myself. I don't need to be here, right? Somebody's not doing it for me, you know. So physical touch is important for me. I need that affection. I need that love. That's if you don't give it to me, then I feel like you don't love me, you know. And service is definitely important. And I think service resonates with me because I think my mom did that a lot. Growing up, you know, in the Lao family, Lao culture, your mom cooks and do all that and you know, pamper you when you were a young kid. You're like, oh shit, I kind of like this, you know. Growing up, this may sound weird, man. I always told my mom, I had this conversation with her, like, man, Mom, I wish the girl that I marry had your same like personality trait. Someone does service.
Yeah.
I would love that. I'm drawn to that, you know.
It's funny you say that because that's how we as kids, right? When we grow up, we tend to find our spouse, our girlfriend, or significant other
others.
that's almost identical to our parent. It
Yeah.
shows the characteristic.
Yep.
You know,
Sure.
the studies has shown that it shows. So like
Yep.
the girls that would try to find someone that's similar to their dad, and the boys would find someone that's similar to their mom. You know, it's
So,
crazy.
Man.
so is that why, like, when people are grown up in a household without dads, like the girls is always running wild because they don't know who to
Yeah,
look up
daddy
to?
issues.
Daddy issues,
Yeah.
detachment issues.
Attachment issues
Yeah.
and
Well, do you guys know who's on your
detachment or attachment.
attachment?
It would be attachment, right?
attachment.
Because then they would really want to
Wanna
hang
hang on
on
to
because
attachment.
yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, they want to hang on to the men, because they don't want to feel abandoned, right? Abandonment
Or-
issue, right?
Because the way I see it is like they don't.
Detached from the men.
Well, they don't allow themselves to be attached to the men because they just keep on moving to the next one. So that way they don't feel let down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could go either way.
It could go either way.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could go
Self-sabotage.
either way.
Well, what about this? Do you know your significant other's love language? Do you guys have the same love language?
Man, it's I think for the girls, but my significant other, it's everything.
Wow.
She wants everything.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
needy.
Yeah. So it's like, wow, like you want a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Not one specific.
Yeah.
But a little bit
Dang.
of everything.
So
That's interesting.
I do know it. I do know it. And
Is there one that you're like, man, I can't give you that? Do you ask yourself sometimes?
I give her everything.
No way.
Yeah.
You know what's
Hey,
the perfect
you're
gift?
pretty good, dude.
You know what the perfect gift for that is?
What?
A dick in a box.
Exactly.
You cover everything.
Yeah,
Service,
exactly.
touch, was it gifts?
Service.
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 Quality time.
Quality time.
Damn.
time.
Oh, just need words of affirmation while you're giving it to.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, baby.
yes.
Just take it. Take it.
Just take it.
It's too loud. Put the pillow over you.
But there's some girl that
Yeah.
want everything.
That's
know?
true.
And some like us, we're simple.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some girl, they do need everything.
That's really good, dude. Because there's things that I can't. I ask myself sometimes too. Like, I think my significant other, she's very similar to my service and physical touch. But on the quality time, sometimes I'm like, man, I'd rather spend some time by myself because I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
On the weekend, I'm like, dude, I'm going fishing. Or I'm going hiking. You don't want to go? I'm going by myself. In her eyes, she's like, well, shit, I'm going to go shopping then, So thus sometimes, I mean, of course, when we come to bed, lay down together, we do that quality time. But other than that, man, that's one of the things. And then gifts. I'm not really a gift guy. Like I'm not buying you Gucci Gucci.
Hella cheap,
right?
Man.
But
What's up with all this Gucci Gucci
I
thing
know.
you keep bringing
No.
up, man?
I think, but I do go on trips. We
Yeah.
do go on trips. We do, do spontaneous things and do all that. And I do spend, but not
You
on
show
that-
it differently.
Yeah,
You show it differently. Yeah.
I don't buy all the other stuff, but I say, hey man, once in a while, go ahead and get you a purse.
You rather
I
want the
didn't-
experience.
Yeah, experience.
I didn't see her with no Gucci, but I did see her with a Saint Laurent. So
Yeah.
it's about the same.
Yeah, but there's things that I do buy.
She's working her way up.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
don't
What are you
hate on
talking
the
about?
game.
Saint Laurent costs more.
Huh?
Saint Laurent costs more.
Then the Gucci?
I think so.
Oh,
the,
shit, I
the,
don't
the
know.
Gucci. But there's things I spoil, right? But there's things where I can't do it every weekend.
Nah, you
so
can't, man.
yeah, I can't do it every weekend. But I've met girls in the past, like ex-girlfriends, want shit every weekend. Like, dude, I can't afford that, man. You know what I
You
mean?
want
every
like
weekend.
shit every weekend, like
'Cause
something different
Yeah,
every
something
weekend.
different. Every purse,
Wow.
or every
Wow.
name brand stuff. And then it's like, if I gave you that, oh, I love you so much. That's all I wanted.
What if you
So
just buy her
what?
like a lollipop or something? Would she
Yeah.
still be happy?
Nah, she ain't gonna
But
be
you know,
happy.
I mean, like it's it's
Something
gift
thoughtful,
giving, right?
something thoughtful,
Hey,
yeah.
I got you a lollipop.
No,
or,
this
hey, I
wasn't
got
what
you.
this wasn't
No?
that way, Toby. This one was like, what kind of shit is this? Right? Yeah.
So she was ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh,
that's why it didn't
different.
work.
Yeah,
that's why it
that's
didn't work.
different.
That's why I'm
No,
like,
no.
nah, I can't give you that. Right?
Yeah,
So I think to answer that question, Charles, there are some things that and kind of, spouse kind of always want everything, but there's only things that make sense to me. And she knows that too. I could give service, I could give touch. Your two most popular love languages, I could give it to you.
Okay.
What about you?
Mine is acts of service and quality time.
She wants
That's-
acts of
she
service
wants
and
that.
quality.
Acts of
time.
service, like if I come on, clean the house or do laundry, because she always complain. She doesn't admit that that's her love language, but that's what she always asks for. So usually, what your love language is what you do for the next for the other person.
Yeah.
So she, does laundry and clean dishes and stuff. So that's acts of service and then quality time. But to me, quality time is like us sitting there watching anime together quietly. Let's not talk. that's quality time.
That's quality time to you.
Yeah, that is.
Or sitting there on your phone, each sitting right next to each other.
Yeah.
Being on your phone. That's quality
and then
time.
and then we look up. Yeah, she's good.
And your feet are touching each other?
Yeah.
Hey, that's active touch.
Touch too.
And then we have this little tiny blanket that we try to share. Like we keep pulling back and forth. Yeah,
That's cuddling
pretty
right there.
cute, man.
Oh, that is
See,
cute.
to me,
cute,
that's
dude.
quality time.
Wow.
But to her, she's like, well, you're always on your phone. I'm like, yeah, we both are.
So you guys are trying to fight over this 4x4 blanket from Costco.
Yes, exactly.
Those are warm, bro.
Yeah.
You got quality time, physical touch right there next to each other. Y'all just touching each other.
Yep.
Pretty
See?
solid, bro.
Do you touch her with your cold feet?
Well, yeah. But then, like, most of the time, like, I have socks on, so it doesn't, I don't think it's cold. But for her, she's always like saying, we don't have enough quality time, because she will want to talk about work or talk about things that happen in the daily life.
She wants to talk about those things?
Yeah.
Well, of course, man. They're girls. That's how
They want
that's
you to
how they feel
listen.
connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want
you to listen. Ooh, that's another.
Well, no, that's another thing that we're going to touch on.
Yeah.
Because do guys listen?
Hell no, we don't
man.
listen, man.
Hell no.
What guy listen to the
For
girls?
reals.
Man.
Right? So that means no girl should complain, because
It's a given.
it's a given.
It's a given.
To the comments, to the people watching this, do your spouse, the men, do they listen to you, ladies? Because you guys like to chime in. I'd love to hear that, man.
For me, I have I have a bullshit detector, right? So when I'm talking to somebody and if my bullshit detector goes off, I zone them out.
Oh,
Yeah, I zone them out.
I see why Toby always zone me out.
You know.
So he's probably like,
So I'm listening, and then right when it goes off, the fuck? Zone them out. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You know, I'm done. That's
I
it.
don't know. I love bullshitting. Like
I don't know,
bullshit
man.
about anything.
You know, to answer that question, dude, like, I asked myself, because you're asking me this question, man. I daydream more than I listen, bro. That's
Yes.
what it is. Like, I daydream a lot, man.
Yeah.
Like, I always daydream when people would talk to me. So I remember one time, I tell you this, man. Even my mom, dude, we're in the car together riding, you know. My mom is telling me her freaking sweet story, right? Literally, the whole time driving, I'm like, what did you say, Mom? Just like, are you,
Yeah.
you know, like, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? You didn't hear what all the things I said about your aunt? I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I kind of zoned out, you know, and I do that with my spouse too. She's like, what the hell, dude? You ain't listening. You don't even care about my feelings.
Hey, you know what? It's a Pisces thing because I do the same thing.
No way.
Because, dude, I love daydreaming. Like, sometimes you'll say something, and then it triggers something in my mind, and then my mind's going off over there, and I'm like, holy shit. Could I hit the rewind button? What are you guys were saying? Like, I completely forgot.
So you interrupt? Do you interrupt when you remember it?
That's why I
So you
bullshit a
just
lot.
pretend to
pretend to
catch
listen.
up.
Yeah.
Pretend to catch up.
That's why I bullshit a lot. That's why I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck are they talking about? And I just make up something and try to connect.
And then she said,
But-
I didn't even talk about that,
But
though.
no, because I leave it broad enough so that way, like, you know, it could be something, or I'm just changing subject. And
See, that's hard because when I hear you guys bullshit and I catch them, like, the fuck you're talking about, you know?
That's because like, instead of saying, hey, I listened up to this part, but what do you say after that? Because my mind just went out somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's ADHD or what.
But does your spouse get mad at you though when you said, "Hey, I only listened to a little bit. Can you explain the last two?" Or does she say, "Man, I'm not gonna talk no more. You should listen the first time."
Dude, if I just look away and she catch me looking away, she's like, "Oh, you're not listening." She walks off. I'm like, "What? I did listen."
See, I'm different, right? Like, I don't daydream, but I can't multitask. So if I'm listening to you, I have to like listen
Focus.
to you. I have to focus
Yeah,
on
yeah,
listening.
yeah.
But if I'm listening to you and something's happening in the background, I would be like, what the fuck? And I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
pay attention
Oh,
to
I
that.
see.
You know, so I would get distracted easily. You know,
Well,
I
that's
can't
the same
focus.
thing because you get distracted by things that's happening around you.
Yeah.
Us is in our mind.
In her mind, yeah.
So it's
Mine's in her
harder.
mind,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I do that a lot, dude. I'll be danger, and then Lupe like, "Did you just hear everything I said?" I said, "No." It's like, what the hell are you doing? We're driving. I'm like, I'm looking at the thing. Really, I'm not even looking at the road.
You're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the road, dude. My mind's somewhere else. Like,
Yeah, same. Have you ever drove to like out of town, like say LA, and then next thing you know, damn, I'm here already?
Yeah.
I do that. No, I do that too.
Yeah, dude.
See,
this-
if I'm in the car and I'm driving, they're talking to me. I'm driving, right? But when I see something on the road like that's off, that's not
turning.
normal, I'll be like, the fuck is that, right? Then I would look, right? And then I'm like, and I'm driving past and I'm thinking, okay, well, the car, you know, I'm thinking about the issue that they're going through. So, okay, and then, you know, she's still talking. It's like, are you listening to me? Oh, no, what? You know, that's me. That's
See, but
what's
yours is
happening.
easier to say, you know, I got distracted by that car accident over there. Or like the lamp fell and, you know, I got distracted.
Yeah.
Ours is, we can't say that. Like, honey, you were saying something about chicken and then my mind is thinking about a farm. So
Yeah.
It's like hella off.
So you guys daydream a lot.
Yes.
I get distracted real fast.
Yeah. Well,
That's why we don't listen.
Yeah. Well, girls do the same thing though.
Do girls listen?
No, they don't.
listen?
Man,
Girls
I don't think they don't listen either.
You know
they
what they
claim
do?
to be good listeners.
No, you know what they do? No.
Hey, I'm about to trigger the women right now.
I don't know if they listen,
No,
man, you know?
So girls, they don't listen to listen. They listen to wait for their turn to talk.
Oh, they're like, are
That
you
is
finished?
true.
Yeah.
Are
That
you
is true.
finished?
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Are you finished? Then
So
I'm
like, if
gonna
we're
talk.
arguing about something, they will just wait for you to finish. And they'll act like they're listening, and then just so that way
They
they,
like
can talk about their
dismiss you,
thing.
huh?
Yeah,
They dismiss you what you said,
Yeah.
and they start talking about themselves.
exactly. And if they would have just listened to what we said, we wouldn't be arguing because we're saying the same shit.
Have you
Or like-
ever argued? Have you ever argued, right? And then she asked you those questions, but you didn't even answer it when you responded back? And you went and answered something totally different? And then she looked at you and said, you didn't even answer my question. No, because I'm going to ask you a question now. Have you ever done that before? In an
Not
argument?
Me. Yeah, not me. What like I misinterpret what she's trying to say.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like sometime when when they're saying something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'm answering it the way that I heard what you said.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
And
So-
I do that too. But then like for women, well, at least from my wife, like if I ask her something, instead of answering my damn question, she'll ask me something back. I'm like, that shit hella irritates me.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
When she asks me something, right? I'm like, no, I ain't answering that. I'm gonna ask you what I want to ask, what I want to hear. Yeah.
or maybe in your mind you're like, man, that's irrelevant right now. This is more
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is more important right now.
Yeah. More like this. Hey, what do you want to eat? What she say? I'm hungry. I go, I don't know. What do you want to eat? She go, well, I don't know. What do you want to eat? The fuck?
But that's not listening. That's more of a power struggle.
That's
No,
can't
but-
figure things out.
But that's the thing though. Like, I'm not hungry.
Yeah,
So, when she go,
so
so
she-
I said, I'm not hungry. So what do you want to eat? She go, I don't know. Like, what should we eat? I'm like, we're not eating nothing because I'm not hungry.
Did you know that couples fight a lot about what they're gonna eat
Yes.
the next
Yeah,
day?
I know.
That's probably the main thing we argue about.
Man, dude, I heard that on a magazine. Dude, I read that. I was like, no way, because
You heard it on a magazine.
Yeah, because he doesn't read it. It's
I
audio.
didn't read it. I heard it.
It's an audio magazine.
because I read it. I'm daydreaming. I'm looking at it like, oh yeah.
Oh, you
yeah.
reading? You heard it in your head while you're reading it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Fight about what they want to eat. Yeah.
Fight about what they want to eat, man. But yeah, man, dude, do women listen, man?
We want to know. Do women
Do
listen?
women
Yeah.
listen?
I don't know.
I think we can't talk for women. That was another comment about it.
Man,
we can't talk
be
about
a fucking
women.
man.
Yeah,
Talk
be a fucking man. Stand up, man.
Yeah, stand up,
bro.
Lucky, what do you want to say for
Yeah,
women?
What do you want to say about them, man? You know?
Yeah. What do you want to
They
say
don't
for them?
listen, man.
That's right.
They
Yeah,
don't listen,
fucking
man.
listen.
They don't listen.
I told you I will fix that tomorrow. No,
No.
3 months ago.
You know what's funny, dude? You know how women have like these tea parties?
Yeah.
You know they
Do they?
No, whatever. They hang out, the girls night out. I'm asking myself, there's a lot of conversation in the women's group, right? They're having food. Do they actually all listen to each other when they talk?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
We
man.
wanna
We
know
all
that.
Listen to each other.
Do they all hang out and they all listen, or they have side talks?
So, ladies, do you guys listen to each other when you guys are talking? Or do you guys just agree and then wait for your turn and to talk?
Like you guys don't give a shit, you know, but you just agree anyway. Say, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
What about the guys, dude? Like, you know, your circle of friends, when you guys talk, do everybody listen to each other?
No.
Or you
I
have
don't think
side
guys bond that way though.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know
we
what I mean.
do.
It's really by talking.
yeah.
No,
So
I think
we-
some, but not all. I
Yeah.
think
I
there's
don't
like
know.
sports, there's alcohol, there's other games that you play, cards and stuff that you talk.
No, because the way I think guys, at least for me and when we hang out.
Yeah.
So we hang out and then we reminisce about things, or we talk about the past. We bond. Because I know we talk and then sometimes we don't finish saying something. We just start laughing just because we remember what
Sure.
that moment felt like.
But
So
I'm talking about like, you know, when women talk, right? They talk about current stuff, what's
Yeah.
happening right now, their feelings and all that stuff. Do men talk about? Because I don't remember doing that. I don't do that at all.
depends on the group to me.
I think it depends on the group too.
Yeah, because like when I'm in some circles, we talk about investing and we talking about plans. We talking about goals.
But
and
we're
stuff.
talking about feelings right now.
Yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. If you're talking about in a goal like this,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening? Yeah, of course, that's different because you're trying to achieve a goal.
Oh, talking about our feelings?
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't
Because
talk about our
women
feelings.
talk about their feelings, what's happening in day to day. I mean,
Yeah, guys don't give a shit about each other's feelings.
Like he didn't touch me for the whole week. He may be cheating on me. Right? In those
That's
conversations, right? You ever hear a guy says, man, dude, I haven't got nothing from my wife, Charles. You know, help me understand, man.
and then
Help me
that's where you're like,
understand.
hey, bro, you need to get the pill, bro.
Help me understand, right? You come over and hug me. It's
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
You know why
Yeah.
guys don't do that? Because with women, when somebody have a problem, they listen and they try to comfort each other. You do that to a group of guys, we're gonna clown your ass.
That's what I'm saying. We don't
Yeah.
have those conversations, right?
Yeah, because we don't know how to
I
comfort
think
you.
those conversations happen on a one-on-one. Hey, man, I need to go out to lunch with you, man.
Yeah.
I need
Yes.
to talk to you about what's going on around me.
But
you know?
that comes down to that inner circle where
Yeah.
you trust that guy.
Yes.
Say, hey, man,
Yes.
I have this issue, bro, and I
Yes.
trust you to help me with this. You know,
Yes.
I want you to be real with me. How
Yep.
do I fix this? You know,
That's
you
the
don't go
only-
around and tell everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only time you use active listening. I think that's the only time I use
Well,
active
yeah,
listening.
because I'll go up, hey, bro, I got this issue. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is real.
Real, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's a different tonality.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I do listen when something is serious. Like, so there's a time and a place for it. But if you're just gonna talk about, I don't know, how it's raining today, or like I didn't get a chance to go to the mall, like, okay, my mind's going somewhere else.
But I think that's the difference, right, between men and women. It's like they listen to bond.
Yeah.
You know, where how we bond is, you know, by clowning each other with the guys, you know,
Yeah.
clowning each other and playing, and then, you know, like messing with each other. That's how we bond as guys, you know.
Yeah. I remember there's so many times when like somebody would tell me something like, man, you guys acting like little bitches, dude.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like, I don't know, like if they get mad about something and they complain about, you know, somebody got them mad. I'm like, dude, quit acting like a bitch, dude. Let this shit go.
I remember this conversation because T, remember the guest he came on?
Yeah.
And then this is the situation that happened where like T called you and he was talking about his feeling, and then Charlie goes, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna call Toby, right? So he got me involved. And then I heard his problem, and all I said was, quit being a little bitch. And Charlie goes, see, I told you.
What did T do after that?
He stopped being a little bitch. And he got up and then he, you know, moved forward. Sometimes we need that ass whooping, you know?
No, because to me, like, if you come to me with a problem, we will talk about how to fix it.
Yeah.
And once I tell you how to fix it, if you haven't tried it yet and you come back to tell me how you feel? No, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You're acting like a bitch. Go deal with it.
Yeah.
And if what we talked about didn't work and you come back, well, let's talk about it some more. But we're not gonna keep coming back and talk about how you felt and when we came up with a game plan and you didn't go do none of it, but you just want to talk about your feelings. No, we're not here about that. We're here to fix things.
Yeah.
And if we can't fix it, I don't know.
You
You
gotta
gotta
find somebody to go help you fix it, you know?
You gotta go find somebody else to talk to.
Another time, I'm daydreaming when y'all talk. Because I was already thinking about what the hell I was going to share right now, man. I remember the only time that I had a hard time listening, man, was there was a good-looking girl in front of me. You ever get that? You try to listen to her, and all you do is just staring at her. Whatever she's fucking wearing to, you're like, damn, I didn't even understand what the hell you just said, dude, because you're so fucking hot, dude. You know what I mean? You're zoning out. And because I'm daydreaming a lot. Like, damn, I didn't even listen to anything you said, man.
I just see your titties moving.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man.
So have you ever like talked to a girl and she just have a low cut dress and you're trying to be professional and like you're just trying to like talk to her eyes, but then like your eyes just keep wandering down, like you can't control it. Have that ever happened to you guys?
No, I usually point it out.
Yeah,
I'm a little different. I usually point it out because if, like me, I'm more in the physical realm, right? So when I'm talking to a girl, back then when I was younger, yeah, dude, it's hard to focus.
Yeah.
But now since I'm more in control of myself now, I see it. I like eye contact a lot more. But when I do see it, like their low cut dress, I'm like, dang, that's some big old titties, you know? And I say it, right? It's like, okay, yeah, well, you have a low cut dress. You're showing them off just to joke it, right?
What happened was like
Just to break the tension.
somebody that you can't have that kind of conversation with. Like, let's just say it's an aunt that, like, you know.
Yeah, and I say it too. I'm like, oi, น่าสาวเจ้ามาใส่เครื่องนี้ลูกหลานเต็มบ้านอยู่โอ้ยน่าเจ้ามาใส่เฮ้ยบอกโทบี้
มันอายบ้านเมืองเว้ย
you know, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I say it, you know, and then she'll be like, okay, they don't go cover up, you know, because it's like, okay.
Because, you know, like, in our culture, there's some older ladies, like, our mom's age, and they still want to feel sexy. And they'll, like, you know, come out with the titty hanging out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck you
I say a lot to the OG, like the OG ladies. I say, oh, น่าสาวเจ้าคือมาให้อันบัดคนเบิ่งนุ่มเจ้าแท้ oh, มา sexy แท้ว่าเจ้าwhat, you know, just bullshit with them, you know.
I think, man, you know, answer that, dude. There's only one or twice that, you know, when your eyes, right? You mentioned your eyes coming down. I had to freaking fight it. Like I'm fighting my eyes, like, you know, and I kind of wanted to be nice, professional, so I just, you know, say hi, look other way already, and I'm smirking because she knows that she knows what she's wearing, But then I can't keep looking at her, so I'm like, oh my god. So it's like your eyes are twitching and you're fighting it, dude, because you want to go down, right? And then I'm trying to be nice, like, oh man, you look really nice today. Right? Now you got to give her a compliment. Hey, you look really nice today. Yeah. Did you hear everything I said? Nah, I didn't hear. But let's chat next time, right? You want to just go back and look, man. So this eye is always fighting all the time, man. So that has happened to me. That's happened to me.
You trying to fight your urges?
Yeah, if I try my urge, like, oh, dude, why you gotta wear that, man? Oh, my shit's going lower and lower and lower and lower every time. Try to look the other way, man.
And I need to know, why do women wear such low cut if they don't want guys to stare at it?
They want to stare at
Yeah,
it.
they want us to. But you know what they say? Oh, it's for me.
It's for me.
What?
Yes.
It's for you and the whole world.
If there's lines showing, you know, people are gonna see it. I mean, it's supposed to be discreet about it, but women have that, you know, that nice figure, that nice body, and then us men are attracted to it.
They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
These girls, they know what they're
Exactly.
doing. They didn't say, "Oh, I don't know." Nah, they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Because going out there dressed like that, they know they're looking for attention already.
So
you know?
this is the thing that's happening right now, where girls go to the gym and dress a certain way, and then they're recording themselves working out just to catch guys staring at them and like blasting them on
No way.
TikTok and Instagram and stuff. Have you seen those?
No.
I've seen something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they call them out.
Huh?
They call them out on.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's just a guy just sitting there, and like, say you're working out right there, and there's the mirror or a TV there,
Yeah.
and the guy's just sitting there. Like, we can't tell if he's staring at her or staring at something else.
So what are those in the social media comments? Like, what did they say? He's a perv.
Well, some say they do, and that he's a perv, and some say, dude, the
You're
guy's
looking
just
for it.
Yeah, you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Stop recording things in
Yeah.
in the gym.
Man, if they go there looking bomb like that, I'ma look.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm a guy. I'm just a guy. That's like faulting me for being a guy.
Yeah.
It's in our genes to look,
Just look.
at these things.
And you look good.
Yeah,
so you look good. So
It's
why not
all right.
look?
Yeah.
But if we're gonna catcall them, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, girl, like make it all a
Right.
big scene. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I think that's wrong. But if you know, you go, hey man, you look good or whatever, and then be all about your day, and then I think that's
Yeah, or following her to every set that she goes to. Every
Now that's different.
That's
that's different.
beyond.
What happened? We're just doing the same workout.
Wait, what do you do?
Like, wow.
I'm doing the same workout as you.
Hey, you have the same routine. Man,
the treadmill's
so
ticking.
much in common. Hey, you never know, man. I mean, you know, guys gonna have to do what they gotta do.
Yeah,
man.
dude. But wait, let's bring it back to the love language. real
Love
quick.
language,
Yeah, love
man.
language.
Yeah, because why is it important to know your love language and your significant other's love language?
Well, I think you need to talk about compatibility. You know what I mean? Compatibility and reducing drama, reducing differences that you guys have. And I think it builds a better bond when you get the opportunity to know your partner's love language. You know, and I think it's special. You're supposed to know that. You're supposed to want that. And if you're not, and if you understand your partner's love language, then you should try to at least support that person because you're in the relationship together. Right. So I think that's one of the most important aspects of
So
it.
because I know for you, you're like, when you were out dating people, you make sure that they have the same love language as you.
Yes.
But did you do that throughout your whole thing, or when did you know?
I think I knew when in my mid 20s.
Wow.
When I started thinking more about being in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You
I
weren't
didn't know
holding
about-
around.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't know about love language until, I don't know, recently.
you know, even though the hoeing day around was like, I still try to look for those characteristics. Now, if that person had it, then it was cool. But majority of the time, they didn't. You know, they didn't because they were still hoeing around too.
Yeah.
So we both were hoeing around together. You know, so we weren't really taking it seriously.
You can be in a relationship
Exactly.
like that, but
Exactly.
Everybody get in a relationship at that young age.
Young age too.
So can two people that have different love language have a successful relationship?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can, but it's gonna be difficult.
it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, you know, because you need
be
to
hard.
understand that. Okay, it's like quality time, right? If you're a man that ain't got no time, it's gonna be hard to spend quality time, you know. So you have to try to set time for your girl.
You gotta be intentional with your
You
time.
gotta be intentional with it, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're just everywhere just working all the time, you can't do it. Yeah, she's like, dude, you don't spend no time with me. I don't love you. You know what I mean? She's gonna feel a type of way.
And then see, like even the love language too, it takes trials and errors too.
Yeah.
You know, as I went dating other people, I started learning. Oh, damn! I actually like this more. I need
learn
this
about
more.
yourself.
You learn about yourself. I need this more. Damn! I want to date a truck driver, right? And he ain't got no quality time, no physical touch. Then that means I can't hang out with her. She's a truck driver. I can't do that. So then
Well,
you started
there's
learning.
beds in those trucks.
Yeah, unless you're traveling together, you know. But
Yeah.
it's trial and errors too. And for your question, can two people oppositely love each other if they had different signs? They probably can, but like Toby said, it'd be difficult. It'd be really, really hard.
What do you think?
Well, yeah, you can, because as long as you understand your significant other's love language. So if yours is touch and the other person's gift giving, because to me, like if I'm showing love, it's touch because that's my love language. But I have to understand
what kind of touch? Touch where?
Anywhere. Like they could just pet me softly on my cheeks. I'd be happy.
Ooh.
But anyways, talking about gift giving. So like, you know, if your partner's love language is gift giving, you have to focus or, you know, be intentional on the gift givings and that you're giving to them. Like you can't just go and just buy a purse or, you know, material things. It's gonna be more of the thought that counts.
Right.
At least that's what gift giving to me is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
buy them
like,
something because they feel love.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
buy
yeah.
them something,
Totally.
you know.
yeah. So like if your lady say, "Oh man, I need a new sweater," and then you went out and find a sweater that she would like.
I don't think it's just that too. It's like if you go to Starbucks, right? You bring them something, and it's like, oh, I bought you a
You
caramel
thought about them.
frappuccino,
Yeah, thought about them.
a venti with cinnamon powder blended in.
Oh, you trying to go with the whole Starbucks order. So ladies, that's what Toby's orders
That's what
is.
I want. If you ladies bring
Send it.
Starbucks, it's a venti coffee frappuccino with cinnamon powder blended in.
Well, so we're going to go to Starbucks.
Dang.
Mine is a triple shot espresso over ice with 3 pumps of white mocha, a little bit of cream, and a venti cup.
God damn, that's too much,
Yeah,
Charles.
mine's so
Text
easy,
me
man.
that order, Charles.
Vanilla
I
frap.
remember that.
That's it. Vanilla
Oh, that's
frap.
it?
That's it. Vanilla
Oh,
frap,
you're a
man.
simple guy, huh?
Simple.
Charles, a complex guy.
Yours with the cinnamon and toast crunch on top.
a little sprinkle into that shit. You know what I mean?
Cinnamon toast crunch, man. Love language, man.
But I think as you evolve, right? I think your love language, if that is your core, it might stay the same. It might change.
Yeah, it might change. Yeah,
You
you're
know,
right.
it might change. You know, it doesn't stay the same. And some people that's been in long relationship, right? They end up falling out of love with each other because they end up not knowing that person
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh man, who did I marry? The guy or girl that I married before, it's not the same person anymore.
So how often should you revisit that topic with your partner?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. You
Damn.
should reassure each other, oh yeah, this is it. Because then what does love mean to you?
Love.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you know, last time we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
We talked about passport bros, like, you know, people marry for business
Yeah.
and not love, you know. But what does love mean to you?
Love, man, that's tough. I'm gonna have to go and check with my open AI to give you a good answer for that.
Well, here, I'll go first, right? So to me, love is more like wanting that other person to grow spiritually, to be a better version of themselves. Whether you are with them or not, if you have to let them go in order for them to be better in their journey, I think
That's
that's
love.
love.
That
You
is
know,
love.
because
That is
what-
love.
Because what it is if you try to stay together and you think you love each other, but you're actually causing
Hurting.
more harm. You're hurting them because they can't grow, and you're trying to hold on to them because you don't want to feel abandoned. You don't want to feel alone. But real love is wanting to see the other person grow, you know, into a better version. That's to me. That's what
Yeah, no,
I think
that's-
love is.
Because that definition covers more than just your love on your wife or your
Yeah,
spouse.
totally.
Because that's for everything.
For everything. Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
When you asked me what love is, to me it was sacrifice. But I can't like put it into eloquent words like you just did. But, you know, so I was like, man, that's why I was like, okay, I need to go. I need to go
Let me
hit
grab
that-
a little bit of Toby's thoughts
So
on
I
that.
need to go on ChatGPT and tell him, hey, write out what I'm trying to say.
You know, I think love is warm. You know, love is warm.
Like a candle.
Yeah,
Like
love
a
is
candle.
warm. I mean, I think it's just love, unconditional love. You
Yeah.
do whatever you want. You do whatever you can for that person or family member or whatever that is. And I think you're sincere. You are loyal. You're respectful. I think that's all love within that love. You know, so definitely echo the same message what Toby said too. Like all that is part of it. And that shit reminds me, man. One of the girls I used to date, you know, very, very toxic, man. And our love language did not match. However, I love it because physical touch was there, right? The physical touch was there. The service
So
was,
you felt love.
yeah, I felt love. It was okay, but it was like 50-50. So I'm like, well, how am I going to get to that 100%? Right, my love language. I'm not happy, but okay, I love the sex. The sex is amazing, right? Every day, 2 times a day, whatever. It's good.
Damn.
Then next thing you know, you're like, well, man, I'm lacking on the other areas, right? She's not really cleaning the house. It's got to the point where she started to assume or think that I was cheating and making things up. Oh, you weren't at the gym. I followed you to the gym. You wouldn't even go there. Whatever.
Follow you to the gym?
She didn't.
Now
though.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
She never did though. She just made it up.
She made it up.
She made it up to see what I would say, to see if I would readjust my
Your
storytelling
story.
in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
But it got so bad, man, that started coming to my workplace, checking out the women at my workplace to make sure. Yeah, it was really bad.
So she was a jealous type.
Jealous, very jealous type. And then to the point where I just told her, like, man, dude, I feel like whatever I'm doing, I'm hurting you from where you need peace at.
Yeah.
If your peace is thinking that I'm doing all this, then you're going to believe what you want to believe. I'm always going to be a cheating on you. I never showed you or I never got caught.
Yeah.
I had
You never got caught.
You never got caught.
I mean, I never. Let me rephrase that. I never done anything.
She's gonna call
right?
back. I knew it.
I never done anything right. I never did any of that stuff. So, long story short, I let her go, like Toby said. Right?
Yeah.
I said, "Look, man, I can't do this. I feel like I'm driving you freaking crazy.
Yeah.
How is that? You're coming to work, freaking gym, whatever this place is at, and you're making in your mind believe that this is happening.
Yeah.
You need peace, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the next guy that you date, don't treat him this way. I want you to be healthy for him.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
want you to love. I want you to feel that. Because I'm not feeling it.
She's not healed.
She's not healed.
Yeah, she's
right?
not healed.
And yes, she's been cheated on many times in her past.
Oh,
right?
that's
Yeah.
why.
Past.
It
But
stems from all that stuff.
It came to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I've never even like you. My phone's right there. I did one time. I put my phone on a certain angle before I went shower. Came back, it was at a different angle. And I know who went on my phone. I did it on purpose just to see what the hell,
yeah.
see what she
Yeah.
was gonna do. She checked my phone. All right. So it made me think, man, dude, that's not love, man. I love this girl so much. I care about her so much. I want her to be happy. I want her to be at peace, you know? So I had to let her go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
She
such a
fucked it
big.
up.
Yeah.
This one's
Lucky's
right.
a big man.
This one
big
was
man.
right
Fuck it up.
before. This was one right before Lupe. That's the crazy part, dude.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, she looked.
But you were at a different space in your life already, so you knew.
I knew.
Yeah, you knew.
I was way at a different space, man. But I
Yeah.
knew that my love language with her, it wasn't going to work out. I knew it wasn't
Yeah.
going to work out. You know. So yeah, I had to let that relationship go. I was like, nah. And then I was single for many years afterwards to heal.
And I think that as we grow older and we become stronger in our essence, right? We become more intentional with what we do because as men, right, we create this space where we want to make our women feel safe.
Sure,
We
for
want
sure.
them to feel, where they could come here and be themselves, right?
Right,
and
right.
in a lot of relationship, the girls don't have that because the men cannot be. They're not healed as well,
Right.
in order to be that container for them,
Right.
and feminine energy is chaotic.
Damn.
They're gonna be chaos.
Yeah,
they want
yeah.
drama. That's just
Yeah.
natural to them.
Right.
They're gonna be
Man.
manipulative
Yes.
because
yes.
that's natural to them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, because I was just trying to think, like, how are men, like, damaged to where their women can't, be open to them?
What do you mean, like how?
So, you know how, like you said, like, the women can't come to their man and be
Open?
or be themselves, or, like, talk about their feelings. Is it because we don't listen, or is it because guys just don't know how to handle certain situations?
Well, I think they're open.
Yeah.
I think they're way more open than men. Reverse roles. I think they're way more open to talk about their feelings.
I think with men, with us, right? Like when we're not healed, we become more of that toxic. Like everybody's labeling it toxic, right? More. We still need these qualities that we have.
Yeah.
It's just we don't have it under control. And I think that is the difference, right? When you're in control, like in Lucky's in a different space, he's in control of his energy, so he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, yeah, I don't want to do this, this, and that."
Yep.
But when if she was to come to him and he's not healed, he'd be like, "The fuck you talking to me
Yeah.
for?" And then
Yep.
boom, 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 argument,
Yep.
But heal from what? That's what I'm trying to say.
whatever it is.
Well,
they
whatever
gotta
the
heal from.
trauma,
Yeah,
whatever the stuff that
trauma is.
happened in your past, you haven't healed
Yeah.
in order to move on. And
Right.
when you bring those negative energy, those negative
Right.
thoughts into your relationship,
Just talking about negative energy. I like
Yeah.
it's a
it.
virus. It's a virus, man. It keeps
To
going.
me, because I don't think like it's like necessarily that they haven't healed. Is they never learn how to control their emotions or how to respond to it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not healed.
It's
right?
not healed.
It's not healed in a way where they weren't taught how to heal, because it could be where, you know, they were raised and, you know, they're in a gang life, so they just like
blow up.
right? They don't know how to channel that anger in a positive way, right? Like, dude, if you want to fight all the time, go to the gym. Go learn a martial art, go compete, UFC, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then they could channel it in a positive way, you know? And I think that they weren't taught that. And the male figure in the house is very important.
Very, very
They got to
important.
have
The thing
a
is,
father figure.
I don't think they were taught how to communicate with words, not in the sense like they don't know how to talk back. They don't know how to frame their words in a certain ways. So like when the women come and accuse them of certain things, like instead of trying to understand where the women are coming from, they just feel attacked. So they're just arguing back. So to me, like they just need to learn how to take a moment to process what's being said to them and answering it to where it doesn't continue the fight. So,
man, this is going to that toxic masculinity, which is our next subject.
You're right.
Right? So
Let's
we're gonna
save that one.
Yeah, well, let's save that that thought, you know,
Yeah.
and go back to love language, because, you know, it is getting in there.
You know, it goes hand in hand, though.
It does go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys. So this love language, is it okay for men to learn their love language? Because
Yes, they should.
they should, right? I mean, I'm not gonna. In the past, I met men be like, "Man, I don't want to learn that shit."
Yeah.
They said that
because-
that masculine comes
Yeah,
in, right?
masculine, yeah.
I don't want to learn that shit. Everything should be for me.
Yeah.
She should have all this whatever for me. I don't have to do all that. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys are more of saying like, yeah, all men should check and see what their love
Well,
language is?
You know, it's back then we were all like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the natural order of
That's
things.
natural order. Yeah.
Well, that's the way we were taught.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's taught. I think that when you are born, I think you hold more feminine energy than masculine energy. And I think masculine energy has to be taught. And when it isn't taught, masculine energy can form through challenges. So whatever adversity that you go through, you're going to learn to become masculine. And you see that in many women today, you know, but men, when we grew up, we had to join, not join gangs, but gangs.
Be part associated with the drugs.
Party, you know,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
we thought, oh shoot, this is masculine energy.
Yeah,
you know? And then so we get in fights, we survive, and then we
yeah.
thought we had to survive
Yeah.
through fighting.
We need to act macho.
We had to act
Yeah,
macho,
macho.
right? We had to be
Yeah.
tough.
Machismo.
Well, I mean, it's also in society, like the words, you know, be a man, you know, quit acting like a girl. So it's just telling you to toughen up
Yeah,
and
toughen up.
not understanding what or how to toughen up. It's just on the exterior, it's not on the
Yeah,
interior.
like you're telling me to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
yeah.
You know, and I think that's what's missing is the education part. You know, like, hey, this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we move forward, right?
Yeah.
This is what I did. So then you got to figure it out.
Do you take your spouse love language seriously?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
If I want to eat, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to eat?
Because to me, like, if you don't, then the other person's not going to feel love. Even though it's like an extra step for you. Like, to me, to have quality time is like, I have to, like, okay, put my phone down because quality time to me is completely different to her. And active service, there's going to be time where I come home and I'm like, man, I got to wash the dishes so that way she can come home and she don't see the dishes so she can feel love.
Oh, so you doing it because you scared.
Yeah.
just put it on the table.
Just put it on
You
the
scared.
table.
You don't want to get yelled at by her.
Yeah, because I want her to, and I'll leave like one dish in there just to let her know, like, I did do the dishes.
So you're manipulating her.
Hey, playing the game.
So you're playing the game. Dave. I was gonna say that you playing
You
the
gotta
game.
play the game.
Ma.
Then, like, you know, I would be like, okay, let me go finish this dishes real quick. So you got, because you can't just do the act of service and they never seen the service. You got to let them know that you did the act of service.
So if you don't wash the dishes and you don't do provide service, you're not getting no red panties that night.
Nope.
Nope, because
No red lingerie.
Well,
no,
because-
no black net.
No
lingerie.
4 minutes
you know
of
why?
love.
Because then my wife's gonna be, oh, let me show my love to him by what I like, act of service. So she got to go waste all of her energy cleaning, and quality time and all that stuff.
Oh, damn.
But my love language is touch, and she could be like, well, that's your love language. Mine is service.
So
And
no little schoolgirl outfit, no role play, no none of that.
role play.
No,
handcuffs.
that's why
No
you have
handcuffs?
to.
The furry one?
No, I don't do handcuffs, dude.
You don't do handcuffs?
No,
Oh shit.
this shit hurts.
Well, you tighten it too much, bro. You gotta loosen it a little bit. What the hell? You can't just snap it on it. It's like, oh yeah, you got to be able to move a little bit.
Try it with the plastic one, the little toy one.
Oh yeah, no, that would hurt. You can just break out like the whole car.
Oh, you strong. Oh, you strong. The whole sound. Oh, จะเป็นใหญ่เนาะ
ใหญ่เนาะคือว่าเก่งแท้กล้ามใหญ่แท้
We're gonna have a real love language.
Once you put the metal one on and you try to break, like, hey.
What about you? Do you consider your partner's love language?
Yeah, no, I do. I think I do more of it. I think I do more in for my spouse because I think that's important for her, important for me because I actually feel good when I get to do it. But there's times where it comes back to me twice as more than what I expected. So I like that too.
Twice as more?
Like there's times where the house is clean, and then my clothes is done too, and all the stuff, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Did I do something really good to deserve this, right? Oh, cool. I like this shit,
Yeah.
Never expected, especially after a long day or coming
Yeah.
back from a trip, like sometimes we have a guys' night out and I'm like, oh shit. So you weren't pissed off at me and had takeout and
You
didn't fucking
actually
want to
love
cook.
me,
Yeah,
yeah.
she loved me. Oh yeah, there's food on here, honey. Come home anytime you want. Everything's cleaned up. Oh man.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Extra. Hell yeah, let's do that,
I'll give you a little boost.
Yeah,
of
get a
energy,
little
huh?
boost. Give you some physical touch
guys,
tonight.
We were gonna go out all night tonight, but my girl ordered me Taco Bell. I'm going home.
Is that what it is? I gotta go home, guys.
Like she's not even mad at the fact that we're gonna be out all night.
So lucky his girl sent us the video at the house, right? Like the FaceTime
Yeah,
at the
I'm going
house.
home.
And it's like, guys, I gotta go home.
I gotta go home. Well, what happened? What happened? Oh, it's acts of
My
service
house is
kicked
just
in.
clean, bro.
Acts of service kicked in. I gotta go home.
Your girl's mad at you? No, she cleaned the house.
Clean the house.
man.
Oh man, that shit sexy as hell right now. I gotta go home.
What about you,
Man.
Toby? Like, since yours has a little bit of everything, how hard is that?
Man.
Oh, it's difficult, man.
Dang.
To learn how to do all of those stuff, even a little bit. Because some days, women, they're very emotional, So one day it could be up this day, one day it could be down this day. So it changes all the time. And I think being able to read your partner and how she acts in a way, what she wants, and I think is very important. Like me, I'm very good at reading body languages. I'm very intuitive as far as someone comes in and reading their energy. So I'm very in tune with that. And so if I see her act a certain way or say something passive aggressively, I'm like, okay, yeah. So it puts my radar on. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's going on with this? So
Or she ignoring you?
Yeah, or she ignoring me, right? So it's like, well, something's off.
Yeah.
So I think being in tune with your partner is very important. So that way you could show her what she wants.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys ever done this where your partner ignores you?
Man, I just seen it in his eye. He was daydreaming again.
Yep. I was like,
No, I was going this way. I was going this way.
I know. That's why I seen it. I go, man, this guy was not listening.
He
No, I
literally,
listened to you. I listened to you.
He literally said, when she ignores me.
And I look at him and he was like this. Oh, yeah.
Hey, have you ever had when your partner ignores you? He didn't finish saying that literally right now.
No, I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
When she ignores you guys, do you guys ever ask her, like, what happened? What's going on?
No.
No.
You got to give her time.
You got to give it time.
You gotta
To
give
me,
her
I'm like,
time.
all right, I got my peace and quiet.
You gotta give her time, because it's her responsibility to be able to deal with her
Deal with
emotion.
it,
It's not
yeah.
my responsibility. You know what I mean? To deal with that emotion. When she's ready, she's ready.
Or do you guys ever say, Dad, do something wrong?
Nah, hell no. It's gonna even go be worse.
You never do that.
Yeah.
You never ask
That's
them.
like asking for a fight.
Well, for me, I do that because I don't do anything wrong. Especially if it's that day, I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Yeah,
I
but
didn't do
maybe
nothing.
she's just in one of her moods.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it had nothing to do with you.
Dude, nothing to do-
Maybe,
yeah.
her favorite TV show didn't come on and she's pissed off.
Well, no, if she
know what I
ignored me
mean?
2 times, then that's why I say. If
But she probably did it because she didn't
Yeah.
want to blow up on you.
That's true.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? Like
That's
she's
true.
protecting
But
you too in
Yeah,
a way.
yeah.
When you ask, did I do something wrong? Now she could think of something that you did wrong.
Yeah, she gonna make something up.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like, that's your fault. That's your problem, man. I didn't do
now
none
you
of that.
starting, now you started an argument for no reason.
Yeah.
When it wasn't
You
even
fucked
about
up.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about you. Now you made it about you.
Nah, because, I'm going to say, hey, what's going on? Is everything okay? Quiet. Hey, all right, let me go watch sports with her. Hey,
And
you
she'd
right.
be mad even more 'cause you're not there.
You ignore. I'm like, hey. But then when I used to stay quiet before, it's like, how come you didn't ask what's wrong with me? I'm like, what the hell? I could never get this straight, right? Right.
You would
can't
never
win.
get it straight, bro.
You would never win. That's another question.
You would never win.
Do the men ever win in the argument? with the
Hell
women?
no.
No.
The women always win, or we just say, you took it, you won. Let's walk away.
Nah, you would never win.
My thing is always like if we're arguing and I'm just like, you know what, honey, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Whatever it is,
Even
you're
though you're right.
Yep. Whatever you did, whatever it was, you're right. I'm wrong.
You saved time, Charles.
Yeah, bro, I'm efficient. I'm telling you.
I'll
told
walk
me what
away.
you about
When I
to
come
tell-
back, you all right? Yeah. Okay. You ready to go eat now? Yeah. Okay, let's go. You know, like I don't even, you know.
Yeah.
Because that video I seen earlier, Victoria, she put up, right? Like she
Which
was
one?
getting you guys didn't see it? The reel she put out? So her boyfriend brought food home, right? And then she went over, like in the video, she went over and grabbed the French fries and tried to eat it.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend grabbed the French fries, like, I thought you said you weren't hungry, right?
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you said you weren't
Okay.
hungry. And then she got all like, whatever, right? It's like, but I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
You know, like I never said I wasn't,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, no, you said you weren't hungry. But that's the double,
So he took the food?
you took the food. You know what I mean? But I understand the video
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
well
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
Everybody
every
feel that.
woman.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
woman
yeah, yeah.
is like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, I wasn't hungry, but you should have bought something for me. you
Right,
know?
right.
You should
But you
just-
said you didn't want anything. You should
Yeah, but as guys, that's what we see, face
Right.
value. you
Right,
know?
right.
See, like I do a little different from Lucky does because you know how like he go, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? So to me, like if she's in a bad mood and I don't know what's going on, like I'll do the act of service. Like I'll make something to eat, you know, dinner. I cook dinner. I go, hey, I just made like, you know, stir fries or spaghetti or whatever. And I go, you proud of me? Are you happy? Like that's like a way of like affirming to her, hey, he did something good. I should be happy.
Well, for me, I know when I say what's wrong, right? Did I do something wrong? I'm still giving you some little touch.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What did I do? Just,
No.
no, you didn't do nothing, honey.
No, but that's just throwing it into her razz where like, okay, did he do something wrong? But if you just throw something positive in there, now she could be like, hey, he did do something good. I should be happy. I should be proud of him.
No, usually if I know I did something wrong, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I
That's
did
what I'm
something
saying.
wrong,
I
I
don't
say
say nothing.
nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. If you did something wrong, yeah.
But there's before it's time when she's quiet, right? I'm like, hey, what's going on? Maybe you shouldn't hear me. I said, hey, are you everything okay?
If she's cutting that vegetable hella hard, you know you did something wrong.
Yeah, then I'm like, what the hell, man? I don't know what the hell I did. You know, I didn't do anything to this girl. Shit. What the hell's your problem?
yeah.
All right, guys, love language.
man,
We're gonna
love
end it with
language.
here. You know, we're a lot of interesting stories and takes on this topic, but definitely for sure, you know, for all those guys and girls out there, if you're in a relationship, get to know your partner's love language.
love
you know, that's only gonna make
'Cause
it better.
That's super important because
You know?
especially you have different love language. And like Toby
Ain't gonna
said,
work out.
things are gonna change because the love language could be touch and act of service. But once in a while, that the gift giving might just be something like, you know,
It's a plus.
yeah, it's a extra plus.
Yeah, it's an extra plus. You know,
Because you can't just stick with the 2 or 3 that they have.
Yep. Yep. And trial and error, man. In a relationship, you learn about love language. You learn more about yourself and your dating and things, your attributes and things that you want in a relationship. So that's key. That's important. I think the love language is an opportunity for us to understand that a little bit more. And for you folks out there, the single folks, check out that book, The 5 Love Language. And let us know in the
what's his name?
comments.
Gary Cole.
Gary, yeah.
I don't know.
I forgot his name.
And if you guys don't learn your partner's love language, just know sex is going to be off the chart.
Yeah.
Yes.
All that tension building up.
If there's one love language in there that you should know about, it's physical touch. Everybody likes it.
But if you don't do it right, you ain't going to get that touch.
Yeah, you get no touch tomorrow. Make sure you get it right.
All right, guys.
All right,
Thanks,
peace
guys.
out.